probably, maybe, hopefully. If she
So-
doesn't immediately get out of it.
Do we have a plan then?
That's my plan. Is I'm just
You're
gonna stitch
position
up
a
this
net.
around the cube.
Okay.
Let's put the cube in the middle of the dock. Let's shove that in the middle. And we'll surround said cube so that maybe she doesn't kill a guard in the meantime. Hopefully.
Ooh, can we set the cube on top of a bear trap? Layla, if we work together, can we put do you think we can lift the cube and put it on top of a bear trap?
Maybe. How long does my giant strength last?
It's probably gone by now.
Oh, I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that.
Oh.
So the plan, from what I understand, is you're gonna put a net over the cube, over the cage, and then when the cage drops, try to net her.
Yeah,
so
I
she
just
has
wanted
to struggle
to
her way out of the net.
snare her.
Okay, and then and then while she's ensnared, Layla is going to try to cast Hold Person on her. Okay. All right. Go ahead and I'll move the guards out of the way. Go ahead and position yourselves a bit, and let me know where you want the cage to be.
Curtis, get out of here.
Scooch cage into middle.
Oop.
Let me turn
Okay.
the grid off because the snapping is.
I'll be at the end of the dock, just
Can I-
holding my action until if she escapes.
I'll hold my action for if she escapes as well, and if she tries to run from hold person, I would like to hold a polymorph.
Okay. Just remember, like, if that doesn't come through, you still have to mark that
I know.
spell off. Okay.
Oh,
Fen
Kelric, you
will-
should turn her into a whale.
No.
She'll be
Then
a
she
beached
can-
whale.
Okay.
Run a rock!
I feel
Yeah.
like she would break the pier and then go swimming off into the
Turn
ocean
her,
where we
turn her
can't
into-
catch her.
Turn her into
Chicken.
a slug.
A chicken.
Okay. So the net is thrown over the cage. The cage drops. Chris, go ahead and make like a strength athletics check for me
Okay.
to try to net her before she can get away. Oh fuck, that's probably gonna beat her. She's pretty strong, but I don't think she's that strong. Actually, this would be like her dex, I think. Your strength, her dex. Nah. Okay, so the net closes in over. As soon as she's netted, we're gonna drop back into initiative to make this easier on me. So Joyden, she's trapped in a net right now.
I'm holding my action to make sure she doesn't escape. Wait,
Okay.
is the old initiative?
I'm just gonna keep the old initiative, yeah.
Okay. Same statement.
Okay.
Holding my action if she escapes.
Finn is
To
gonna
attack.
try to tackle her basically, I think. And I think she will try to resist, but there's a net in the way, so we're gonna give her disadvantage.
Finn uses tackle.
Hey, he just grabs a hold of her and does some sort of cop jujitsu bullshit and poof, smacks her down on the ground. You see him reach behind him and start to try to pull out a pair of manacles. She's still holding onto her sword, though. He hasn't managed to get that out of her hand. Curtis?
Is oh gosh. I don't know if I want to do anything. I just got
Just stand
here.
and watch.
Yeah, it looks like
Right now
no one
she's
else
in a
has-
net and Finn is holding her down.
Okay, well, I guess if no one else is gonna grab that sword, I can try.
Yeah, make an athletics check
Doo-doo-doo.
to try to pull it away from her. And she's grappled and netted, so I'm gonna give her disadvantage. You need to beat an 8. Well, there you go. Okay, so you rush up and you pull the weird warbling great sword out of her
Yoink.
hand. I'm gonna give her one turn, just like this one action to try to escape. If she can't get away from Chris, then we're just gonna assume she's captured. So Chris, go ahead and make another strength athletics check for me.
Okay.
Ooh, got 23.
Oh.
Okay, so she
Oh.
manages. I guess I'll roll for Fen to see if he can keep her grappled, because she's gonna get out of the net. No, so she rips the net off of herself, flings it to the side, knocks Finn off of her. He stumbles back almost into the water. She leaps up to her feet and looks over at Curtis with her sword.
Does that mean that my action gets activated?
Sure, yeah, Jordan's too.
Awesome.
Fine.
24 hit.
Yep,
I think the cage dropped.
yes, the cage dropped. 29.
36 damage.
Finn has a hold of her.
Finn no longer has a hold of her.
Oh, never mind. We have a problem.
And then Layla wanted to do hold person as well. She needs to make a wisdom save.
Wait, what are you polymorphing, Kelric?
That
Her.
was the held action.
No, but like, what are you?
Her.
Like
What is-
a chicken.
Very
She
good.
got
okay.
she got a 12 on her polymorph, and then I'll do. Is it a wisdom for you as well?
Yep.
Yeah. She is not held. She had a 25. That
she
does
is a
not work.
chicken.
She is a chicken now. So and she'll be a
They can do that
chicken
thing, though.
for the next
Sure.
hour, which I think is a
Mhm.
good enough reason to just drop out of initiative. As long as nobody
Okay.
hits her, she'll just be a chicken for the next
Can
hour.
I re-net her?
I mean, you do whatever you want to her. She's a chicken. She kind of tries to run away, but it's easy to catch. I love how Curtis, I love how Diddy had this brilliant idea of like, I'm gonna trap her in this cage so that we don't have to fight her, and then and then you guys are like, all right, that worked. Now what the fuck do we do with her? So she's a chicken now. So if you guys want to cart her off to Castle Waterdeep and throw her in one of their magical
the
cells,
chicken
In
prison.
jail.
you
Take
can.
some evil eggs from her before she goes.
Void eggs,
yeah,
make void mayonnaise.
we'll make some mayonnaise from her.
Make
Yeah.
some deviled eggs.
You guys,
Castle into mayonnaise.
you guys have her. She's carted off to Castle Waterdeep, and the chicken is put in a cell, which Finn has to explain several times why they need to put a chicken in one of the magical holding cells.
Oh my god.
And then as you guys put her in the cell, he sort of looks over at the group of you and he goes, well, I was never here. And then he just like leaves.
Bye. Thanks for your help.
He's like, I'm not doing any of this paperwork. If anybody asks, I don't know what's going on here.
I was never here.
I was never here. And he's just gonna peace out. But you guys are shown into Castle Waterdeep, down into the lower floors of the dungeons. Familiar to us as players because a previous character was trapped in one of them. But she's put in a cell where the doors and bars all have magical runes inscribed on them. It glows slightly. And so she's placed into that cell as a chicken, and then just sort of and like pecks at the door angrily. But it's just gonna be a chicken for about another 25 minutes.
Cool.
While she's in the cage, the question becomes, what do you guys want to do next?
I'm gonna point and call her a chicken.
Yes, Buster, that is a chicken.
Good use of our time.
Chicken! Fuck! Chicken! You're a chicken!
I'm surprised Buster doesn't want to go inside the cage and chase it around.
I do, but I know that's stupid!
I'm going
You
to try
said you'll
to
kill me!
console Layla and explain, like, no, this is definitely the best path.
Layla's gone.
No,
Like,
Mm.
the
okay,
chicken
well-
does the thing, they take her off to prison, she's gone.
So
Well-
Layla's just like gonna go home.
I'm
tell you where she
also
goes.
done. No reason to watch over the chicken in a magical cage. I also head back to Troll School Manor.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go home, I guess.
I would like to go to the Blackstaff.
Okay. I think it's with her being thrown in the cage. Layla, you guys sort of all separating out and going in different directions. That's probably a good place to stop. So maybe think about like where you guys want to go and what you want to do next week. There's still like refugees pouring into the city because everything's being destroyed by dragons outside of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So there's still that whole thing that we might want to deal with at some
Oh
point.
gosh.
And the
Yeah.
spider lady.
Yeah,
Eventually,
What?
yeah.
Priestess of
Huh?
Lolth under the city somewhere doing
Oh,
Priestess of Lolth things.
she's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Who's this worshiping?
Minding her own business. Cult
um,
business.
Lady Castellanter is now in a cage. Lord Castellanter is now dead. So yeah. Think about what you guys want to do, who you want to talk to, what you want to say to each other, and we'll pick up there next week.
This is amazing.
Layla's gotta go get another massage.
Aww.
Oh man. Poor Layla.
So let's do the thing. Where's my notebook? What a what a weird session. You guys are like, we're level 13. We can throw ships into the sky and make magical cages you can't escape from, and I don't know where my notebook is. All right, coolest moments.
Our stupidity is only going to get worse from here on out.
Yay!
Our shenanigans.
Okay.
Oh, where?
I think Kelric throwing the ship into the sky, even though it was awful, it was also extremely cool.
Mm. Did a lot of damage.
Yep.
Something too.
A lot of damage to everybody.
I'm sorry. I had other ideas of where that would go.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it would be like a balloon, so like it would
No,
float. Except
it
No, you
falls.
reverse gravity.
It doesn't. It's not. It's
no,
Gravity, but up.
no, I
upward.
understand that. Like I understand the basis of that. But like I thought, oh yeah, no, if I reverse gravity, then everyone who's inside will only get thrown like 10 feet, which is not that bad, while everybody outside would get thrown the fuck away from me. That's why I told Buster, grab onto something before I did it.
I mean, that's the thing. If
Yeah,
you're
I
if
think
you're
so.
inside of a collapsing tower, like you're still gonna get killed. Like it's not gonna
Well,
just.
no, I knew that, and I knew that we could figure out a way to get off of the boat, no problem,
Yeah.
because a lot of us can in
So-
fact fly.
Like that's
But,
why I
like-
didn't do the full damage like of what would have happened had you actually hit the ground. Basically, if there had been a ceiling, it would have been a lot more damage.
So it's like
Ooh.
us running into a car. Running into a boat that hits us. It's like an impact. It's like a car crash, but with a boat.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been worse had the boat hit something at the top of or at the bottom of the fall at either end. Like if you guys had been in the boat,
Because
when
I've
it hit
three
the
different
water.
forces that would hit us.
Yeah.
Math hurts.
Basically, I was just trying to avoid combat with all the shapeshifters on deck.
It worked.
I mean, it worked. You got rid
Yeah, it
killed three of
worked.
them without ever having to
You
really look at
succeeded.
them.
Mhm.
And
It's amazing.
and Layla's happy because you fucked up the Castellaners, so
Yeah, mission accomplished somehow.
she
Oh yeah,
think,
other.
Layla's eyes, you're doing the Lord's work.
All right. Any other
Weird that I
cool
don't find
moments?
that comforting.
Curtis's ultra jail cage.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
really cool.
In the future, we have to remember that that cage cannot be moved.
Yeah.
And if
And
it's
it can
a
also be a
cage,
cage.
yeah, if it's a cage, there's slots, there's holes. Things can still pass in and out of it. But if it's a box, then that's when it's. But it makes the most sense for it to have been a box for her. But yeah, okay. Curtis trapped.
Buster recruiting Finn to scout the ship and find the castle letters in the whole first place, essentially.
Okay.
Also, I loved Finn trying to tell Buster as a pelican to go get Buster as a person.
Well, he didn't know, right? He doesn't know that it's just a pelican to him. He talks to birds all the time.
That was
Okay.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was a great touch. I liked that, Chase.
Like, that's like his shtick. He can talk to plants and animals, and like he knows the city really well, and like he knows who to go like roust and like that kind of thing. So like he just cracks the door to look for something he can like send a message with. Sees a pelican.
Birds never argued with me before. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, he was like, they're usually super easy to deal with. I don't understand.
Did he figure out it was Buster?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, does this mean Buster's gonna walk up to a blader and go, fish?
Yeah, he has no idea.
Wait. Does that mean that
Well, now
Finn?
Finn's gonna have an existential crisis because
Yeah,
a bird sassed him.
Yeah, like he's losing his touch or something.
Well, the best part is he promised that bird a fish, so he's gonna come back to the docks later with a fucking fish to look for that bird, and the other birds are gonna be like, "What are you talking about? We don't know that."
Good job, Buster. You gaslit Finn.
And he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Finn.
All right, MVP.
Curtis.
Kelrick.
Calric.
Curtis.
Curtis.
Yeah,
All right.
Curtis.
All right,
Aw.
Curtis for the force cage.
Force
Yeah.
I get an inspo.
That probably helped immensely.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
like
never
just to give you
know.
guys an idea, let me grab because I couldn't use the same. I used the same character. Like, oh, I did not mean to hit F12. I used the same character stats for her, but I had to give her a different weapon because you took her cool sword.
Yeah.
Which she also now has.
You had to go into the family vaults and find another cool weapon.
Let me take a look. So she gets 3 attacks, and her average damage is 28 per attack. With that weapon.
Shite.
Mhm.
Wow.
So like,
Absolutely.
let's just look at like average damage if she hits with all 3 attacks. Oh, that's times 30, not times 3.
Whoa.
So average damage if she hits with all 3 attacks is 84 damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ow. That would just shy and knock me out.
And she also had cool abilities where she could like rally the deckhands
God.
to like heal them. Like a lot of stuff that she like. Some of my favorite sessions are like when I spend a bunch of time like thinking of the cool abilities or like designing a custom monster, and then you guys are just like nuke it. And it's at this point where I've thrown some stuff that seems fairly high CR against you guys, and you had no issue with it. So
Can I
like,
change my vote to Curtis?
Curtis is the one that got it.
I know.
Aw.
But like, yeah.
It still stands.
Too sweet.
But like, I think I'm gonna have to like I want to throw something really tough at you guys just to see how you deal with it, to give me like a better understanding of what you can actually do. Because according to the math of the game, like the last 2 big encounters you've had should have been really tough, but they were really easy. So I'm like, I don't know, time to fight a
Honestly,
witch.
It's really because we went first.
Yeah, probably having that
The sneak
surprise
round, the
round.
surprise round, yeah.
Not
A
even the
whole lot.
surprise one, just initiative in general. Like,
Well, she had
the-
an 18 on her initiative. She was like the 3rd turn. She just didn't get to go. She just didn't get to go before Curtis put her in a cage.
but regarding the last fight, we all rolled high, and they like rolled a 5 and a 6. I was able to decimate half of the people, and by the time that they went, they were, fighting a losing battle.
I don't know. I think it's time for you guys to fight a lich, and like, let's see what happens.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit. No, I think I'm pretty under level.
I'm still traumatized from a Serac.
I think I need to be level 15 at least.
A Sarek is not. He's not an average Like, I think a normal lich is like CR 19 or something like that, and a Serac is like CR 24.
Oh god. Could you
Like,
imagine what a lich for Asmodeus would look like?
He's like a stronger. I have stats for Asmodee. Well, sort
Don't
of.
give him ideas, Cat.
No, I just can't do anything right today. You know, I try and turn someone into a regular person, I turn him into a chicken, I try to pick up a boat, I successfully do it, but for the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing that you have to consider is like whenever you cast that spell, whatever's inside the area of that effect of that spell falls 100 feet. It falls.
I know. That's why I tried to exclude the side of the cabin that all of my friends were on.
Yeah,
Backfire.
but the whole boat, like it's part of the boat. Like you can't like.
I know. Again, I understand that. I understand it backfired.
Because I thought about just like having that section of the boat like ripped off, and then the other side of the boat would have started sinking. But then I was like, I feel like if it's gonna affect part of an object, it would just affect the whole object, so the whole thing would just fall. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah.
That sounds fair.
As I said, it didn't go the way it was going. I thought it would, and that's okay. I know it now for next time.
In mysterious ways, dude. I'm telling you.
Either way, I'm glad that Buster was the only one that was outside.
You just kind of.
Yeah, the great thing about being outside is like there was nothing for Buster to hit. Like he didn't impact anything. He just fell into the sky, so he was fine.
Saw the ground. I was like, oh yeah, arcade gate.
That's
he
pretty neat.
just teleported away. And was like looking at the other bystanders, like I never seen no shit like that. I'm curious. Like, I'm really curious to see what this game is like when you guys hit like 20th level.
Oh my god.
When you can like, because you can already control gravity and like pump out insane amounts of damage and trap super powerful beings in little cages and like
At
bring
that
people
point,
back from the dead. So like,
I can do that while I'm a dog.
yeah.
Wow.
Can't you turn into like elementals and stuff?
I can. It's just Kelric has a niche. It's a very specific niche.
Kelly prefers the furry of the animals, persons, people.
Elric is a
Like,
furry.
Dog related. if it's got the word dog in it, or if there's another name for it that has the word dog in it, that's what he defaults to.
Dog eat dog.
All right. Well, I think Susie's over there taking notes. So
It's a good habit.
I think we will head to bed for the evening. I love you guys. Good night.
Love you, Tom.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Go drink some water before you go to bed, Uzi.